What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Jermaine Franklin and his trainer. Get this. Franklin's trainer states that Whyte is a wounded lion, and we're going to finish him off. Okay, he says that they will definitely win by a knockout victory. We're here in England. He has friends here, so we want to secure the victory, said Jermaine Franklin's trainer, Jesse Addison, during today's final press conference. He says Dillian Whyte is like a wounded lion wandering in the jungle. When you get a wounded lion wandering in the jungle, the healthy lions are going to destroy him. This Franklin is a healthy lion. He's Whyte, been knocked out 2 times in his last 3 fights. He's a wounded lion. This man, Jermaine Franklin, is undefeated. So we just going to finish him off. That's all. We want to make sure we take the judges out of the equation, and Jermaine's fists are going to be the judge. He's Whyte, mumbling now, but after the fight, he won't even be able to mumble. We're going to see what and when you get off your ass. He's triple retarded. We're going to take full advantage of this opportunity that we got. His professional career has been built on the road. We went into his opponent's backyard in front of their fans, in front of their families, and we destroyed him, just like we're coming to do with Dillian Whyte in front of the fans, in front of his family. We're going to destroy him, Addison said. And let me counterpunch. Hey, man, interesting analogy. Wounded lion, Dillian Whyte, used to be a straight savage. Is he wounded? I don't think Dillian Whyte's wounded. Okay, I think Dillian Whyte has always had a problem with his chin. I think a certain part of his chin is his vulnerable spot. I think that. I don't think that takes anything away from him. I think, him fighting unique fighters, Joshua, Povetkin, Rivas, Fury. Okay, those 4 guys have put him down all the same way. You can't tell me that there's no simulation or you can't tell me how those are not similar. They're all uppercuts. They're all the same punch. Okay, and you have 2 left uppercuts. And 2 right uppercuts. Because the first one, Joshua, was the right uppercut. The second one was from Rivas, was a left uppercut. Then another left uppercut with Povetkin knocked him spark out. Then another right uppercut coming from Tyson Fury. But understand, out of those 4 guys, all of those guys are top level, if not champions, if not former champions. Okay? Joshua, 2-time former champion. Rivas, top fighter. Povetkin, former champion. Tyson Fury, current champion. So we're having a lot of similarities with special opponents to knock out Dillian Whyte. See, the wounded warrior analogy should be if Jermaine Franklin is able to take out Dillian Whyte. Yes, he would definitely be a wounded warrior if he decided to remain fighting, which more than likely he would, knowing Dillian Whyte, because he's a dog like that, right? But I think he would be considered a wounded warrior if Jermaine Franklin is able to catch him with that uppercut. But even if he catches him with an uppercut, let's say he catches him with a left hook and he wobbles or he bobs and weaves, and he shows some stiffness or those legs, get limp noodled, right? If that happened, then we can see we could see him looking like a wounded warrior. Okay. If he looks like Anthony Joshua in the first Ruiz fight, okay, then it's safe to say. But I'll say this. For them saying, hey, we're going to destroy him, he's a wounded animal, it's almost like they're thinking Dillian Whyte is vulnerable. And then we've already heard Jermaine Franklin say, hey, yeah, I'm going to uppercut him and I'm going to show him my uppercut. So you already know what he's looking for. So anybody that's looking to throw an uppercut, it takes me a while, and it takes me back to this particular fight where probably the biggest upset of all time, Buster Douglas taking on Mike Tyson. Buster Douglas got Mike Tyson out of there with a variety of uppercuts, okay? And that changed the course of boxing, the heavyweight boxing landscape altogether, right? And then Buster Douglas, of course, tried to do the same shit with Evander Holyfield, and it wasn't so. What happened? He caught Buster Douglas with a left hook. He timed where he was thinking he was going to land that uppercut, weaved, stopped, feinted, threw the hook, and knocked out Buster Douglas. So you got to be careful because the counter to an uppercut is a left hook. And we all know that Dillian Whyte, once again, has a lethal left hook. Don't let him hit you with all that weight. Okay? If anything, Dillian Whyte is a guy that I think is way too heavy. He's too heavy to the point that, sure, it might help him when he lands shots. But what happens when he misses? He's all off balance. He's not on course. He's not centered. He's not the guy that he could be. He needs to lose about 20 pounds. If Dillian Whyte lost about 20 pounds, he would probably be the fighter that he was meant to be. Those unstable legs and the unbalance comes, I feel, a lot of that comes from being overweight, being top heavy. You know, if you see Dillian Whyte, you know, his top part of his body is not matching the bottom part of his body. Okay. You know, I mean, unless he has vertigo or something like that. But, you know, again, you know, some kind of balance issues or whatnot. But I think that could be balanced out by weight. So calling him a wounded warrior, I just think his prep is all wrong. I think a lot of these guys need, you know, they're trying to deal with these bigger guys and they think the whole idea is to get bigger. It's not, because when you get bigger, you take away your natural reflexes. It makes you slower. It makes you more vulnerable. It makes you more hittable. The bigger you are, the easier it is to hit, like Deontay Wilder told Tyson Fury in their first match, right? And that's a true statement. So, if anything, wounded warrior, I think misunderstood warrior, you know, misguided warrior, but wounded warrior, I think that he's always had that problem with his chin. So we'll see once Jermaine Franklin and Dillian Whyte get in the ring on who would be or who is the wounded warrior. But you guys tell me what you think about Mr. Addison stating that they're going to destroy Dillian Whyte. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.